Got a quick stream today. There's a notification sound. Why is finding images always hard? I'll be starting this soon. I don't have that much daylight, honestly. Whoops. Started that right there. But okay, everything's set to go. I'm gonna go ahead and start opening these guys. Just gonna start with ST9. Okay, this one doesn't quite want to open. There we go. Oh, Minomon. Okay. So here is our first deck. The Ultimate Ancient Dragon, Imperial Dramon Dragon Modes deck. Deck covered with pretty well done, though the cards are a little bit shifted, unlike the other starter decks. Bit weird. Let me go ahead and take off this clear plastic. There we go. Okay. So first card up We've got Minomon. Oh, it's got the like Puchurimon or whatever that guy is in front of them. There's Minomon in his baby form. I wish it would focus better. And you can see all the Digimon in the background. There's like Demi Maramon's baby form. I don't quite remember its name. There's a Wormmon back there too, along with the baby form of Sunamon. He's hungry. They need to poop. That one's sleepy. Classic Digimon. Okay, so we get 4 copies of Minomon. And then we've got Vmon. Some pretty nice artwork there. Vmon and Armadillomon eating some berries. And then there's a Tyrannomon in the background, and I believe there's an Armor Digimon with the one with the antlers. They're watching as it appears some Dragon Digimon are going down to attack them. I say Dragon Digimon, but I'm not actually sure what they are. They almost look like Birdramon? Maybe Saberdramon? Kind of hard to make out because they're kind of shadowed out. Look cool. Story in there. Digimon just minding their own business, chilling out. Then they're suddenly attacked. Evil Digimon. Okay. We get only 2 copies of Vmon. It's a bit sad. Then we get the vanilla Betamon, who evolves on top of both blue and green. With a cost of 3, 4,000 DP. Okay. We got 4 copies of him. I thought that first this was an alternate art, but it's not. It's definitely a new card. Let me move this over. Okay, next. After Betamon playing with his leaves in the river, we've got XVmon. Ooh, that focus is really messing up, huh? Look at them bicep muscles. He's just carrying a boulder on him. You can see in the background Demi Vmon riding on the head of a Vidramon. So cute. See, and we've got 4 copies of him. Okay. Able to both evolve on top of green and blue. Very useful. Though he's a blue card himself. When you would play this card from your hand, if you have a green Digimon in play, reduce its play cost by 1. Oh, so he works the exact same way as Aquilamon. Attacking, if you have a green Digimon in play, this gets plus 1000 DP for the turn. Next, we've got the dual color card, Paildramon, who is in fact a Jogress. DNA Digivolution, 0 from level 4, green and blue. Digivolve unsuspended with 2 specified Digimon stacked on top of each other. When Digivolving, when DNA Digivolving, return one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less to the bottom of its owner's deck. That's pretty good. Get rid of a champion or even a low strength ultimate. And when attacking, unsuspend this Digimon. Normal evolution cost is pretty expensive. Either evolve for 0 by Jogress or evolve for 4, whereas it would normally be a cost of 3. Okay, and we get... Okay, only 2 copies of him. 2 copies of Paildramon. And then we've got the main boy of this set. Dual blue and green Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. Wish it would focus. When Digivolving, you may play 1 level 4 or lower blue Digimon card and 1 level 4 or lower green Digimon card from the Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying their memory cost. So it allows you to just basically get them out and then evolve into another Paildramon. And that's actually a new piece of lore. That's actually Imperialdramon Dragon Mode using Mega Death, which in the Wikipedia it's been described as a black hole attack, but every time it's been shown, at least, it shows it as instead just a fireball, when it is supposed to be looking like this, which he never actually used in the anime. And I just realized, like, so there's like, he's fighting some rather powerful looking Digimon. And you can actually see Vmon down there in the bottom, what's that, bottom right? It's bottom right. The Ultimate Ancient Dragon. Wait, Ancient Dragon? That must mean Gildramon is an ancient Digimon, just like Ancient Greymon and Ancient Garurumon. So I'm pretty sure I know what Digimon that is that's on the ground right there below him. That appears to be Ornismon. Seems that he's protecting the Vmon from Ornismon's onslaught. Though I'm not really sure what the Digimon behind him is. It could be another Ornismon. It's really hard to tell though. Especially since it kind of looks more like a dragon. I have to look at Ornismon's face a little bit more. Though I am disappointed that it's only Vmon. Kind of wanted to see Wormmon in there too. So yeah, it appears that he's actually fighting. So my guess is that this is an Ornismon that he's just defeated, which is underneath his claws. He's firing at another one. This is another Ornismon attacking him from behind, and you can actually see one shadowed in behind his wing. That's pretty cool. And we get 2 copies of that. Next, we have... Oh! We've got Ko Kabuterimon, the baby form of Beetlemon, the Spirit of Thunder. While you have a blue Digimon in play, this Digimon gains Blocker. Feels weird that they have him as part of the blue-green setup, when he is supposed to be part of the Spirit Digimon lineup. You would think they would better help Beetlemon. Weird. She would stop going crazy. But I guess it does make sense as well, because he is just blue himself. And he is put into the green color. Okay, so let's see, we got 4 copies of Ko Kabuterimon, okay. Next, we've got Wormmon, with a lot of Digimon in the background. Try to get a good shot of that. Again with, I think it's like Pachirimon or something. That's the baby Digimon that's green. That was the partner of the main villain of Digimon 02. You've got Minomon in the background, along with the pre-evolution to the like sunflower Digimon. I can't remember his name offhand. You've got Harrismon's baby form, Sunomon's baby form, and Wormmon's baby form right there too. Along with, I believe that is Patammon's baby form as well. Next to him, the white little thing in the back, like right behind Wormmon's head. I don't know what the one directly behind him is. That's fine. Yeah, it's very cute though. You may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolve cost. I'm not really sure how Wormmon works. The effect is a little bit weirdly worded. You may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolve cost. So I'm guessing when you go over... Oh, okay, I think I get it now. So you go over the amount to evolve, and at the end of your turn, when it starts to swap over, you can immediately evolve for the evolution cost of 4 for Pyldramon. Or maybe it's the cost of 0? It says by paying its DNA Digivolve cost, which is 0 for most of them. Next we got Stingmon. You can actually see what I'm guessing is Sistermon CL in the background? And you would play this card from your hand. If you have a blue Digimon in play, reduces play cost by 1. Okay. So again, same as Vmon, just plays down for a cost of 3. Yeah, it does appear to be Sistermon CL. I think. Still have some skyscrapers. Okay. So we get 4 copies of Stingmon. Okay. And then we get 2 copies of Sneemon. You've got a Kunemon being saved by Tentomon. Sneemon just tears into what appears to be the tree or rock they were hiding in. Security effect. At the end of the battle, play this card without paying its memory cost. On play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Oh. I always thought Sneemon was an ultimate level. He's only a champion. Weird. Okay. Next, we've got the green and blue Dino Beamon. Wish we would zoom in. There we go. We got Dino Beamon. When digivolving, suspend one of your Digimon? Or one of your opponent's Digimon. No DNA digivolving. That Digimon doesn't unsuspend during its owner's next unsuspend phase. Then your turn, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP for each of its colors. Pretty good. And it's kind of hard to tell. But I do believe there appears to be a Digimon in the background of this card, and I think it's Mega Kabuterimon, based on the mouth parts, I'd guess. Yep. We've got... Oh, so only 2 copies of Pyldramon, but 4 copies of Dino Beamon. Okay. Oh, Hazy. Nice hands. Thank you. We've got next Jewel Beamon, the technically canon version for what Stingmon should evolve into when he becomes an ultimate. The nice vanilla. Looks like we get 4 copies of him. Easy, how's your day going? I'm rather sleepy myself. I've been asleep for a long time today. Night? What? Are you going to bed? Just been tired? Yeah. And can't sleep? Yeah, I couldn't sleep earlier. I was forced to take melatonin. And it did let me go to bed though, thankfully. But I slept for a long time. Like, I took the melatonin at 7 a.m. and I was asleep. Well, I didn't actually sleep for a while, but I did finally get to, like, fell asleep around 8 p.m. And I slept until 5. So, that's 9 hours, which is like, oh, that's not a lot. The thing is, I already slept before for 4 hours. From 12 to around like 4:10 or 4:30. So I slept for 13 hours already. My sleep schedule is fucked to no extent. Oof, I feel that pain. Though my sleep schedule isn't really fucked for my own reason. It's more so I'm still sick. So I don't think my body's producing enough melatonin to actually make me stay asleep. It keeps waking me up. But, I mean, if you force yourself to stay up though, like watch a movie, watch some anime, do something like that, you should be able to fix it. At least that's what I did. Okay, the next mega we're looking at is Grand Kuwagamon. It'll zoom in. Oh, you can actually see him surrounded by a horde of Kuwagamon. Security attack +1 and when digivolving, plus 4000 DP for the turn. For a 3 cost evolution, that's not that good. I definitely prefer the other Grand Kuwagamon. Well, I am going to pull an all-nighter. Right on that. And we got 4 copies of Grand Kuwagamon. Okay. Okay, and now we've got the dual color green and blue option card. Signature attack of Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode. Mega Death. Then one of your opponent's Digimon, then return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon to its owner's hand. Pretty effective spot removal. Especially if it's like one of the opponent's Digimon has an effect where it dies. So a non-deletion effect. Where you don't want to delete it at all, because then it'll summon another card, just as like Dan Devimon or Ornithomon. Mega Death allows you to circumvent that. We got 2 copies of that. Next, we've got Dino Beamon's signature attack. If it'll focus, we've got Hell Masquerade. You can actually see in the background, there's some other B Digimon in the background. That's actually one of Beamon's armor forms. I don't remember what the name of it is. Or, oh no, those are all Dino Beamon? Just in different angles. If one of your Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn, then if you have a blue Digimon in play, one of your Digimon gains piercing for the turn. Pretty good. For a 1 cost, piercing? Nice. Okay, you get 4 copies of that. Okay, and now here's a card which I am happy to see again. This is a alternate art of the original card. Flower Cannon. 2 costs, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and security. And all of your opponent's Digimon with blocker, or without blocker. And it just shows Lilymon on there. Just her signature attack, of course. Nice to see this card again. Looks like we get 4 copies of this alternate art. Okay. And finally, we've got... I'll just show these best I can. We've got the memory trackers for both Dino Beamon and Pyildramon, both metal. They feel nice. Basically just credit cards. I'll put these with the rest of mine. And then last 3 we get are just index cards teaching you how to play the game. That was nice. I'll have to sort these cards out later. It's gonna be a bit of a pain, honestly. Might go downstairs and cook some sausages? Ooh, like summer sausage? I love me some summer sausages. Or some sausage links. Just depends on what you want in the moment, right? Okay, next deck we're on to is the starter deck, Parallel World Tactician. With Angelomon and Lady Devimon, Chogus Digivolving, or DNA Digivolving into Mastemon. Well, there are some grilled sausages. Ooh. Something I've been wanting to make. I mean, I've said it before. I really do just want to have some nachos. The only thing holding me back right now is just the fact that I'm still sick. It's actually has been exactly 2 weeks now that I've been sick. So 14 days straight, I've had this damn sore throat. And at this point, me and my parents are just ignoring it and just feeding me whatever. So why can I not? Oh my god, there we go. That tape would not give out. Hey, Easy, do you enjoy uh Reuben's, the Reuben sandwich? Same as me? Or have you ever tried a Reuben before? You know, a Reuben. So pastrami on rye bread with sauerkraut. I have most of the ingredients in home myself. Well, the only thing I really need is the pastrami and rye bread. I've got the cheese and I've got a jar of sauerkraut. Never even heard of that before? Seriously? It's like a classic delicious sandwich. I can highly recommend anyone try the Reuben. My gosh. This one is having a bit of trouble getting out. There we go though. So here we go, Parallel World Tactician. Starting out with purple, huh? To be fair, I don't really eat sandwiches. Ooh, you need to try a Reuben, man. But you have to get a good one. There's a lot of bad ones out there where they don't like give that much pastrami. Though I will admit it's a pretty expensive sandwich. I actually ate it over at the CNN Center in Atlanta, and the one there cost like I think it was like $12.99, so $13. But it was a giant sandwich, just covered in pastrami and sauerkraut with cheese and a special sandwich sauce, and it was good. Salty, sour, but the good kind of sour. Or I guess tangy would be the better word to use. And just like half the sandwich completely filled me up. Honestly, like they had the option to buy either the full sandwich or half the sandwich. I regret not just getting half a little bit, but at the same time, it was so delicious. I'm glad I saved the rest for later. Keep in mind, Norway has a lot of different stuff than America. I forgot you live in Norway. Though, I mean, you should still be able to have pastrami over there. The issue with pastrami, though, is that it is just like you both have to get the beef delivered to you, and then it's a really, really like annoying and long process to make it. Because like pastrami, you have to first take it and cut off like whatever parts you don't want. And I don't remember what part of the beef it is, but you take that piece and you sous vide it. So you leave it in basically like all like not quite boiling water, but like at like 140 degrees water. Like you first like cover it in like a marinade and rub, and then you sous vide it inside of a like vacuum sealed bag for 3 days. You then take it out of there and apply a new rub, and then you smoke it for 1 to 5 days, depending on like the strength of the heat, what kind of things you're using to smoke it with. And then bang, you've got pastrami, and it is just, it's just such a long process. 'Cause, it minimum it usually takes 3 days to make pastrami. It is not a fast process, but it adds so much like texture, juiciness to the meat, flavor. Ah, yeah, that's what makes it expensive as hell. Wish I could have some right now, but like the best pastrami, quote unquote, decided by the world is from a place called Katz's Delicatessen. I could make some smoked fish in shorter than that. Oh, definitely. Like pastrami is a labor of love. But there's one you can buy Katz's Delicatessen pastrami online, but it is not cheap. It's like you can buy like the full like piece of beef, and it's like $90, and you don't get free shipping unless you spend over $100. And though, mind you, it is like but it's like between like 3 to 4 pounds, but still, it's so expensive. Even building the whole smoke box. Yeah, I mean, I definitely say like pastrami. If you have the ability to, just make it yourself. There's plenty of guides on how to make it online, and it's cheaper to make it. It's just, again, it takes a long time. Though it's fairly hands-off-ish. Oof. Okay, let's go ahead and take the plastic off this. I am kind of like slightly trying to hurry because the sun is going down. It's already 7:14. Ooh. Let's go ahead and show these cards off. But I actually am going to be hopping on VR chat after this when I'm done with the stream. I prefer some stuff I can have in a short time. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I both love and hate smoked salmon. Like I like sometimes I'll just like be like I've got to get me some goddamn smoked salmon and it's like oh yes so tasty. And then other times like I'll eat like a couple pieces of it and I'll be like oh that's too strong, too fishy, I don't want it. And it's just dependent on the day. But man, like if there's one thing I love, it's smoked salmon just smoked salmon sushi. Like it's so good like that. I could eat that whenever. But smoked salmon by itself, it really is just like a what do I want for the day kind of thing. Now let's go ahead and show off these cards. So for the baby, we've got 4 copies of Purple Nyaromon. Which, as you can see, you've got both the Fallen Angel Feathers and the Holy Angel Feathers falling around it. Basically showing like it can go either way. The effect is pretty good. When attacking, if you have a yellow Digimon in play, draw 1. Well, the process of getting an edible fish is going to take a few hours. Yeah. Okay. Next, we've got Salamon, who can evolve on top of both yellow and purple. Whose effect is you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolution cost. The village dumps all the sewage out in the ocean. That's pretty gross. That's not good for your fish. Are you trying to poison them yourselves? Though, I can understand. It's not like most villages have a sewage treatment plant like we do over here. But as you can see from the card, you can see once again, Fallen Angel and Holy Angel feathers falling around it, showing its duality of what it can turn into. And we've got 4 copies of Salamon, okay. Next, we got the vanilla Lopmon, looking adorable, with Terriermon next to her, the twin Digimon. You see how Terriermon's in the light and Lopmon's in the dark? Or rather, oh actually if you look, Lopmon's got exactly the shadow on half its body, showing that it can either become the holy Cherubimon or the evil Cherubimon. I like that. How many copies of that do we got? 4. Little bit of a... What's the word? Not history. Lore built into the cards. But it's planned to pipe all the sewage to the city for waste treatment. Gotcha. In the future they'll do that, but in the meantime they're just dumping it. Feels bad. Okay, and then we've got the first rare, the dual color yellow and purple Gatomon. And as you can see, just paragraphs of text. But unlike with a game like, say, Yu-Gi-Oh!, which has like the same amount of verbiage, these words are actually readable. Because I believe they are at 12-point font. Okay. Well, I just realized this card is textured. It's got like the broken glass effect. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add one yellow Digimon card and one purple Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with Archangel or Fallen Angel in its traits. Reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. Oh, that's pretty good. End of your turn, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play to a Digimon card in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolution cost. And it can evolve on top of both purple and yellow. fine print be like 6-point font? Yeah, no, like the freaking like someone's actually counted, and the Yu-Gi-Oh card with the most text on it uses smaller print than what phone books use. I believe like so phone books use 8-point font. The Yu-Gi-Oh card Endymion, the master, like I think it's like the master magician, has 6-point font. Like you need a literal magnifying glass to read that fucking card. And at least Digimon, unlike Yu-Gi-Oh, they just have the print effects. So you're like, oh, what does this do? Oh, on play effect. Okay, so it's when you play it, and security effect, so that affects the security attacks of the Digimon. Ugh, it's so bad for Yu-Gi-Oh though. They really do just need these print effects. But for the next card, we've got the lovely Angewomon, everyone's waifu. While you have a purple Digimon in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1 as the inheritable, and on play, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. You can just like play this raw if you have 3 memory and your opponent has a tamer. Just get a free ultimate out. Buy you some time. We got 4 copies of Angewomon. Okay. Up, and then we've got the main star, the cyber thickness that she is. The DNA Digimon, Mastemon. The dual evolution of Angewomon and Lady Devimon. And once again, it's got a texturing on it. Almost like broken glass in the background. So, DNA Digivolution for 0 for both a yellow and purple level 5 Digimon. Digivolve unsuspended with the 2 specified Digimon stacked on top of each other. Okay, when Digivolving, place 1 yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash on top of your security stack, face down. Oh. Okay. When a DNA Digivolving, you may search... Oh, I wish it would stop refocusing. DNA Digivolving, you may search your security stack for 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card, and play it without paying its memory cost. Then shuffle your security stack. Okay, so I understand. So you both place a card that you want in your security stack, you then look at it, and you just play it right down, and then you can shuffle it. But it's a may, so you can just leave it on the security stack if you don't want to play it, if you want to just, you know, stack more. And then all turns, when you play another Digimon using an effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to the played Digimon. So you can place that ultimate level Digimon in your security stack, then play it down without playing its memory cost, and if it has an on-play effect, it activates. And then that activates Mastemon's effect, so that since you played another Digimon, you can now delete an ultimate level or lower Digimon that they have in play. That's pretty good. I love this card. Great artwork. And yep, only 2 copies of that. Next, we've got the pre-evolution of both Wizardmon and Bakemon. So you've got Ghostmon with a marker. You've got Pumpkinmon right there. Bakemon in the background, along with, I think that's Sorcerermon? Can't quite remember the name of it. Yep, that's pretty artwork. Almost looks like watercolored. We got 4 copies of him. Next, we've got the purple Digimon that evolves on top of both yellow and purple. The evil version of Patamon, Tsukaimon. Got a baby Tsukaimon, or another Tsukaimon right next to him. Okay. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel and its traits among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Pretty nice just searcher for any of those decks. We've then got the purple security card, the champion level Witchmon, if it'll show up. It's just basically giant armed woman, cat on her head, red clothes, riding on broomstick. Security at the end of the battle. Play this card without paying its memory cost. And on play, trade one purple level 5 or lower Digimon card from your trash to your hand. Your effect's pretty good. Oh, and then we got the dual color Wizardmon, who is just a vanilla. Oh, would you look at that? Wizardmon taking care of Demi-Meramon, Tokomon, and Yaromon. And Yaromon's baby form as well. Again, in that watercolor art, just looks really good. And as you can see, Wizardmon's showing them his ability, which is that he can create thunderclouds to attack. He's making a small one, which they look very excited about. Very cute artwork. Oh, I just realized as well, Demi-Meramon's baby form is right next to him, but the goddamn level, like evolve on level 3 for 2 cost yellow symbol is blocking him out. Oh, feels bad. I wonder how many of these other cards have secrets just hiding behind these goddamn evolution costs. I wish they could release the full arts for these. But here's a card that many people enjoy. You've got the purple version of Bastemon, the ultimate level cat girl Digimon. On play, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. This is not a bad effect. For play cost of 6 on an ultimate level, you get, if your opponent just plays a rookie to like search for a cost of 3, you can play this down. You deleted their rookie, so you basically like negated their play cost of 3. So you basically get this out for a play cost of 3 yourself instead of play cost of 6. You got 2 copies of her. And you've got the other hotness from this deck, Lady Devimon. When digivolving, you may trash one card in your hand to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow and 1 purple card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel and their traits among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. And your turn, all of your yellow Digimon gain retaliation. Ooh. Giving yellows retaliation is pretty good. We've got 4 copies of Lady Devimon. And then we've got the other mega of this deck, the member of the Olympus 12, Junomon. Retaliation, and when digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then return 1 Digimon card from your trash to your hand. Pretty nice Digimon to have here. Got her weird, like, just spiked arms. Her staff in her hand. With her 2 spears on chains behind her. She's purple, but she evolves on top of both purple and yellow. Just like Cherubimon. Not a terrible Digimon. I could see it being used as like a budget Digimon to add to some decks. Such as my my Ornismon deck maybe. Yeah, so we got 4 copies of Junomon. And now we swap over to the option cards. We got the signature attack of Mastemon. Chaos Degradation. Place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of your opponent's security stack. If you do, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. And then security, you may place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of its owner's security stack. And of course, then once you do that, you trash everything that's underneath that Digimon. So it's got similar spot removal to Imperial Dramon's one, but for an 8 cost, whereas Imperial Dramon Dragon Modes was 5, I'm not sure I like that too much. But it is dual purple and yellow. Not bad. Then we got the signature attack of Lady Devimon, Darkness Wave. Is it just me or did they make her boobs bigger in this image? Trash the top 3 cards of your deck, then if you have a yellow Digimon play, return 1 purple or yellow Digimon from your trash to your hand. So just another way to just trash as many cards as you can. Okay. We've got 4 copies of that. Next, we've got an alternate art of Fixture Attack of Myotismon, Night Raid. This time we've got actually Myotismon in the image and not just bats. Where play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. The on-play effects of that Digimon played with this effect don't activate. So for a cost of 2, you can get out a Digimon that would normally cost 3. It's not a bad card per se, but you usually just want to have the rookies in your hand instead of playing an option card to play them out. You got 4 copies of that. Then we've got the memory gauges for this deck. We've got Angelomon and Lady Devimon. I wish that would focus better. There we go. Looks pretty nice. Okay. And the same thing as the others, just 3 index cards to learn how to play the game. Oof. Nearly done. The final things I want to show off is that I did receive the Japanese card sleeves for Digimon. So, this one, very cute. Got Terriermon and Lopmon on it. I also got these ones, which I love because they're going to be great for the next set, EX2, where it's got both Gallantmon and Beelzebub on it. So I'm planning on using these for both those decks. So Gallantmon on one side, Beelzebub on the other. Next, what I'm going to be planning on using for this Ultimate Dragon deck, the Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode card sleeves, which as you can see also has Dragon Mode, Pyldramon, and Dino Beamon in the back. Along with, oh actually no, that's not Dino Beamon. So that's Imperial Dramon Dragon Mode, Pyldramon, and then XVmon and Stingmon right down there. Pretty cool. And the final card sleeves I got, which I truly love, are the Alphamon sleeves. These ones are pretty gorgeous looking. My favorite Digimon, the best waifu, Alphamon. Whew. That's everything I've gotten. And it's pretty obvious that I like Alphamon since he's the freaking board. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show. Thanks for watching this deck opening. I hope you guys enjoy. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to be hopping on VR chat a little bit later today, so look out for that. But for now, goodbye.